He got it.
Oh, really?
Okay, we have 50 opportunities for success. Okay, there are going to be some questions about some various different components, like voltage regulators and generator brushes. More on voltage regulators and field components. Reverse current relay, current limiter. A few questions on voltmeters and ammeters. You should know what a diode does and what a rectifier does and what a capacitor does, what a transformer is and does. There's some throughout some basic DC questions. Okay. Ohm's law, amps, ohms, volts, watts, series, parallel. A few questions on basic wiring questions. Splices, terminals, wire sizing, appropriate wire sizing. A few questions on circuit breakers and fuses. Some questions on switches and rating, derating them. Talked about that. And a few more questions on wiring and conduit. How to hook up a couple of different meters. And more on switches. A couple more components, so you should know what a capacitor does. You should know how we use a capacitor to filter, so if we want to filter noise off of the alternator, or we've got some audio noise on the avionics bus. Some questions on switches. So you should know what the throw is and what the pole is, single or double. Okay. More on circuit protection. You should have some sense of the difference between an amp gauge and a generator load meter, and where you would install their respective shunts. We talked about that a little bit. So if it feeds power, or if it measures power coming from the generator, we're going to call it a load meter, and it's only ever going to come from the generator. If we measure power coming from the battery, we'll call it an amp meter, and it can go to the battery to charge it, or come from the battery, so it'll work both directions. Right? Okay. More on circuit breakers and circuit protection. Again, more on wiring, more on switches. So yeah, study up on wiring. A lot on, not a lot, but a number of questions about wiring.
We're going to have to interpret the FAA charts that run.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to have you run through the chart.
On the wiring side,
No, but I'm not going to run you through the chart, but you should know what they're considering. So amount of current, length of run, allowable voltage drop, right? That type of information, okay. Type of wire, conduit, non-conduit, in a harness, single, open wire. And then, again, a couple more questions on transformers.
And this is a take-home test, right?
There it is online, or open book.
Yeah, as soon as you're done with the Scantron and I've graded it and recorded the grade, you can take the Scantron.
You're not fun.
You know, I think I'm done. I'm usually a legend in my own mind, right? Okay, so yeah, a lot on wiring, circuit protection, switches, sort of kind of that basic stuff that's really our domain to do, right? Okay, be safe out there. Very basic driving.
See you later, Al.
Have you ever looked on the,
Huh?
have you ever looked on the program to see if there's
No, I haven't.
I'm gonna come in tomorrow and see what they have. Imagine a lot of this one sounds like it's off the notes.
I don't know.